Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for another Monday, starting it off. It is a good Monday, pretty dang good Monday. We are excited because it's a new month, new set of sales. We're deep into fourth quarter. Hope you guys are having your sales pick up, and yeah.
If you're new, this is Linda. I'm Cameron. And so, if you're new, we sell on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. We buy these items at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, wherever we can find them. We're going to buy them cheap or cheap enough to be able to sell them online for a profit. This is 1 day of sales for our business. We do this part-time, but we have a pretty big operation. You can see our whole garage is full of junk here. And then we'll go to the numbers first. We'll show you the items, a lot of stuff you might find at your own garage sales out there. And if you stay tuned, you'll see Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday sales as well. Let's see how we did.
We came in at 20 sales on our main platform, eBay, which is really good. It's a good number, for just around $750.
We sold $1,070 over the weekend, 3 days, which was a little less than
29 sales.
Yeah, 29 sales.
Oh, 30. We came in at 30
30
sales. Yeah, most sad.
So it's a little bit slower. There's a couple of higher dollar ones here. I wouldn't say super high, but more of like that middle ground for us that really helped. And we sold 20 items in 1 day, which is awesome.
And that's in like the $40 to like $70 range.
Yeah, so that's pretty good for us. Bread and butter stuffs too. No real huge home runs. Let's get into it. Let's get into what we sold. First off, we got this new tags, U.S. Navy digital camo pants. So the digital one instead of like the one where it's like more like shapy instead of pixely. And that one is an extra large, small, or short. So for the shorties out there. And that one sold for $37 and some change. Usually a bigger boy with smaller legs, shorter legs. Those were $25. I bought a whole box of military stuff. There was 4 new tag U.S. Navy, 2 pants and 2 shirts, or some hats and some other stuff, coveralls and different stuff. So a really good deal.
Then off of a Shark Rocket Duo Clean, we have the motorized floor nozzle.
We don't see this one that often.
No, this one is the gray with the teal accents to it.
Yeah, and the motor, the motor is up here on top of the wand. That's where like the little control is.
And this one sold for $54 shipped.
Still sold though, pretty well. Happy about that.
Then one of our main video game buyers, we haven't seen him in a minute, purchased the new Super Mario Brothers U+, the new Super Luigi extra video in there, which is so cool. And that one sold for $19 shipped. Then we got this set of Lyman, L-Y-A-M-A-N, lead alloy ingot bars. They're about 28 pounds in total. We have them in a Folgers coffee pot, and it is actually very heavy. There you go. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. It's ridiculously heavy.
It's just hard because there's like nowhere to grip on this.
There it is, guys. And that's sold for just under $73 shipped for 28 pounds of lead.
I may have paid 10 or 15. I paid up for it, and it's heavy, but luckily it's very compact. So
we should be able to like stack them like in
this
bars.
might be one of the few times now we use a flat rate box. We'll see. It might actually pay off.
Yeah,
anyway.
I know nobody's using them anymore because ground advantage is just a little too good compared to everything else.
Maybe some people use padded still, but unless you're going Poshmark, maybe some people still do. But the coolest sale this day.
Cameron picked this guy up a while ago, and I said why, because we don't like plushies. It is custom. He doesn't have legs though, which is so weird.
Oh, he does. No back legs.
He doesn't have back legs. So he's an amputee. He's cute. He's red and orange, and we think he's an elephant. He could
only
be
based on the
mammoth.
face. Yeah, because of the tussle. But again, he's 2-legged.
Yeah, and
these look like custom cloth.
Yeah, it's like different fabrics put together into like little feathers, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. There's like $16 different fabrics on there. I
paid $7. There was something about him that just said, "Oh, this will probably sell," and he sat for a long time. He's been one of the bane of our existences in the plush bin because look how big he is.
And he doesn't squish, guys. He's solid. Like, he doesn't squish. So we couldn't stick him in there like, some of them we can really squish into there. He doesn't squish.
Yeah, and with plush, we've said this before. If you watch our other videos, I'm the one who usually buys them. I'm sticking to smaller plush.
Mainly because he doesn't want to hear from me.
Yeah, because she completely wrong, and because
all the time.
These fill up so much space that if I have 3 of them, they take up a whole bin. And I can have 20 or 30 little plush in there.
We use the 27-gallon Hyper Tough boxes, the black ones with the yellow lids.
No lid.
No lid.
Extra space.
We've got 3 of them over there, plus another 4. Like, what would those be?
These.
Kind of these ones.
Exactly.
I don't know how many gallons these are, but Yeah, there's a lot of plush, guys.
So, but a lot of the big ones there make it look like there's not. There's a look you have a lot, but it's not because the big one. Like I have a big Angelica. We have this big goose.
The swan, the swan goose.
I want that one to go. Yeah. Anyways, I got a Pound Puppies, a bunch of My Little Pony, Build-A-Bears, but yeah, this is one. It sold.
And this one sold for $58 and some change.
I don't know how much it's gonna cost to ship it. It's not that heavy, but it is like.
It is going to Montana, so it's not gonna cost us as much, which is nice.
But just happy to see it get out of here.
Yeah.
Next.
For reals. Then a tiny one compared. We have a car part. This is a 1990 to 96 Mitsubishi Mighty Max fuel injector sheet seal.
Little
rubber seals, and that sold for $9 shipped.
That came from our $35 tool part buy. $9, not the best selling item either, but we sold some up in the 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
And we sold a lot for 10 to 15, and it was $35 for all of them. I still have a box to list. I haven't even got to the rest of it yet, but one of my favorite little buys recently. Not as exciting probably for you at home, but for us, very profitable.
Then we got this pair of Dr. Comfort men's strap shoes. They're the diabetic ones. These are 11.5 extra wide, and those sold for $38 and some change.
Dr. Comfort, we sell them. We've sold quite a few pairs of them if you can get them for the right price, especially something more different styled, not just the plain black ones. But next.
Then Noah got rid of a bunch of hats. This is one of them. It's a New Era 5950 Toronto Blue Jays, and it's not blue at all. It's in this cool neon green and black patch.
92 World Series patch on the side.
And that sold for $20 shipped.
So that's my son, our son. He gets the money.
Yeah, we're letting him. So he likes to get video games and stuff like that. And
so he has to pay all the fees and everything though. So,
yeah, we're not giving it all of it.
Even though I did all the work of listing it, but yeah, lucky he is.
Then we got a snap-on piece out of our $1,200 tool buy. It's the MT2500 OBD2 adapter for $30 shipped. Yep. Then somebody else bought a snap-on MT2550 Toyota 1 adapter, so for $12 and some change. Next up, Cameron got a Cuisinart Original, the food processor DLC 10C. This is the base motor, and it works, and it sold for $30 shipped.
These motors used to do better. Most of them have gone down to about $28 to $32 for the Cuisinart. There's a couple Cuisinart ones that do better. I still list them if I can get that price because they're pretty compact. They're a little heavy, so it should ship for $14 or something. So I can make a few bucks on it after I'm, with all the other parts I'm selling. But I wouldn't recommend that of all the things here. If there's one thing I wouldn't recommend you, it'd probably be that.
Yeah.
It's heavy, just be careful. Or if you list it, probably charge shipping just to be safe. Then
we got a Keurig K-Cup pod holder, sold for $9 shipped. Then a $700 manual buy. We have this pair. This is a 1987 Mitsubishi Van Wagon engine chassis body body shop service manual. There's a volume 1 and 2, sold for $75 shipped.
Still doing well on the manuals.
Then we got a remote, a Sony DVD remote control, sold for $8.50 shipped. Next up, we got the authentic Sonic Forces Nintendo Switch case only, no game in there, sold for $9 and some change. Next up, we got this pair of Harley Davidson men's riding boots. These are size 10 in the black leather.
These are common ones. You see these ones a lot.
Harley Davidson logo on the bottom in the bright orange. Their
shape.
Signature color.
They're in really good shape. I mean, on the top they have a little bit of wear, but overall pretty good.
Somebody literally only used them for riding.
I don't even know how much they rode them, but they did use them a little bit. But perfect for someone to put these on and be ready to go because they're kind of worn in just enough.
Yep.
But they have enough life where it's worth it. I paid $10 for them.
Those sold for $50 shipped.
Yep.
Oops. Then we got a Barbie. This is one of our more expensive Barbies. This is the Mattel Barbie fashion designer doll with the accessories. She's the African American one. And from 2000, she comes with 3 or 4 other outfits and all kinds of pieces in there. It's really cool. It makes like a mini closet on the little hangers in there. It's super cute. And that one sold for $65 shipped. Then my brother's pieces are still selling. We stole a Jemmy Big Mouth Billy Bass out of his room. This is the one that sings "Don't Worry, Be Happy, Take Me to the River," and that one sold for $40 shipped.
They still sell.
Then out of our 2005 vintage caroling family from Sam's Club, we are selling them individually so people can fix their pieces. The one that sold today is this little lady right over here.
I paid I think $10 or $15 for the whole set.
And she's just a replacement caroler, and she sold for $30 shipped.
Most of them sell for $30 to $40. So we sold a couple, and we have 2 figures left and the lamppost left.
Then Cameron, being Cameron, purchased a bunch of taxidermied antlers off of some white-tailed deer. He's got like
They don't
6
go
or
like this,
7 pairs. No, other way. Honey.
Oh, like this?
No, up.
Oh.
No, twist them.
Twist them where?
There you go. And then turn them, switch them.
Like that?
No.
Like this? Yeah. I don't know. I can't see. I'm trying to look in the camera and it's like backwards.
Okay, they go like that.
There you go.
Yay.
I didn't even clean the blood off there.
No, but they have literally pieces of the skull in
there.
No,
they were actually these ones. A lot of. Sorry, I stabbed you.
Yeah, you almost stabbed the skull.
These were on. Most of them were on like little plaques or whatever, but the plaques are really falling apart.
They are.
So I decided to pull them off because the plaques were kind of junky, and we've been selling them. This is our second set. We've been selling them. This is our second set to sell. I wish I could sell all of them. This set sold for
$42 shipped.
So they're a little bit of a pain to ship because they're
weird
kind of awkward,
shape,
and you don't want to like break them. But we sold the other one. It didn't no issues. I paid I think $150 on all of them. I have a whole bunch of them up there. I would never buy it again.
Yeah.
I have one big huge one that I have to deal with.
It's big.
I'm not. That's the best one. Probably will sell the best.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready to deal with that one yet. So I probably wouldn't buy them again though. I think we'll make money in the long run, but it's gonna take a minute.
They're a long run kind of.
Yeah, and it's like I have to put them up high because they're literally a hazard. Like if the kids get them, they're kind of like sharp on the end, and yeah. So, anyways, that's all we got for today. I think, right? Yep. We will see you in a second with what sells on Tuesday. Back for sales for Tuesday. How do we do today?
Not good. But it's okay because we did really good yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Just a little 2 seconds ago, you guys saw it came in at just around 760 or 750. So we have a little bit of a surplus right now, which is good because today we came in at 7 sales on our main platform, eBay, for just over 270.
And it was really pretty much the beginning of the day with sales, and the rest of the day, nothing.
Yeah, so, I think I checked the sales around 1:30 or so, and I saw the 7 sales, and I was like, okay, we're doing really good. And then there hasn't been anything since then.
I will say also this weekend we sold a game late at night that wasn't in the video. It was a PSP movie. It was a PSP 28 Days Later, the UMVD video. So for $20, just a reminder, those PSP videos, they're not games, they're like videos you can watch on your PSP.
It says UMD. It's got on the side view of it, on the
spine.
The spine, it'll have it on the bottom here. It's like up to right here. It's a silver spot and it just says UMD on it.
And those ones have a lot of movies that you may have seen before, but some of those go for anywhere from $12 to $25, $30. So if you find a bunch from, which I did for $2 a piece, we bought them and we sold quite a bit. So wanted to mention that because it is something to look out for and might be overlooked by video game sellers that are focusing on the PSP video games, not the videos. So let's get into what sold today.
First up, on Sunday, so today's Tuesday, guys. On Sunday, we went to Angel View. We were not going to go because the kids were being horrible.
Which they were horrible in the store.
Horrible. We weren't going to go. But I was like, let's go. It's going to be fine. I know Tori's screaming and crying, literally screaming and crying in the car, but let's go. It's going to be okay. We told the kids you can each get one item. We will let them get an item at the thrift store any day of the week because guess what? It saves us a whole lot more money than if we let them buy a new toy at the store. And they love shopping at thrift stores because they like looking for things that they're not going to find at new stores anymore. So we were there, Cameron's shopping, Tori's screaming, the boys are fighting. It's been a great day. We're just enjoying it, okay? Mind you, I'm still sick as a dog, just trying to enjoy my day. And right on the shelf is a literal giant lot of Fiesta ware in this beautiful green color, whether it be bamboo.
No.
What's the one? Oh, lemongrass.
Lemongrass is one style, but this, I believe these are chartreuse. Based on the logos and the year, which I believe they are, I think this is chartreuse. There also is, again, a lemongrass. There's 2 versions of chartreuse. There's like one from the 50s, one from the 90s. Yeah. Lemongrass is from the 2000s.
He pulled up a chart where somebody has it laid out.
All the green ones.
All the green ones.
They probably have one for other colors too, but I just Googled.
It was crazy. It was
cool. It was really cool, so it helped me out. And then it shows you kind of the pattern, the style, and the colors. We believe these are chartreuse based on the patterns and the markings on the bottom.
So he bought these on Sunday.
$45 for the whole set. It came with 4 big plates, 4 little plates, a serving plate, a cake platter, a gravy boat, a butter dish, salt and pepper shakers,
Did you say the little cream one?
Little creamer and like sugar packet
holder,
dish.
yeah.
And there was 2 little bowls. I think that is everything.
So that whole set, got it on Sunday. He doesn't list on Sunday because that's our big packing day because we do the whole week, as you can see when you guys watch our videos.
It's also nap day for me.
And nap day, yeah, because we needed a break from those kids. And then, so these didn't get listed and got ready and pictured and all that till Monday evening. He listed them last night, probably around, probably 12:30 to 1 a.m. because that's when we go to bed, and because we're nuts. And then these sold first thing today for $35 shipped for those salt and pepper shakers right there. So whoever was looking for them was literally looking for them because they bought them within 12 hours of listing. So
it wasn't I expect to sell that fast. I priced them where the other ones were priced, so I don't know why mine sold. And again, we spent 45 plus tax on everything, so we're already probably working our way towards halfway of our money back with a lot of other stuff to sell. Very profitable deal. I've done very well on kitchen platter and plate sets and stuff lately. It's become a little category that for some reason I enjoy selling, and I have no idea why, because it's breakables, it's a pain, but usually the cost of goods at thrift stores for these items are cheap where we buy them. Everything else is expensive, but I'm buying, like, at one thrift store we can buy plates for like $1 a piece, sometimes 10 cents a piece, depending on what.
Salvation Army?
Yeah, depending on what the deal
ours
is.
does like buy one for $1, buy two for 75 cents, 3 for 50 cents, 4 more for I think 25 cents each or something like that.
There's like all the time they have crazy deals, and even $1 a piece isn't too bad. So I've been getting into that. I've never sold Fiesta, so I don't know much about it, but there is resources online. So those sold pretty quickly. Hopefully I have more to show you in the coming days from that buy. Next.
Then Dungeons and Dragons, we apparently like that stuff. We have this Castle Ravenloft game by...
What's Dungeons and Dragons?
I know, but I was seeing if it had like a...
Wizards of the Coast.
Okay. So this game is thick. It's a big, thick boy. That
box
2010, is intense.
I paid $10 for it at a garage sale. Linda counted the pieces, but...
Which is impossible, by the way, because it does not have anything that tells you what it's got.
But
so,
it was missing 2 encounter cards. She did verify that. The game was never used, though.
Some of the, so this is the game pieces and all that, the dungeon tiles, all of that. It comes in 2 sets of that. One set was open, but none of the pieces were punched out, and the other set is still sealed. So I think it's like 5 of those big cards, and there's pieces inside of them, and then all the different pieces. But all of the pieces, like all the big pieces, are still bagged. And the one that sold
open, but the other one, I don't think he came out.
He's not gonna fit out there. If you can get him out of there without ripping the rest of the bag, that would be crazy.
Awesome.
But this is the first piece to sell off of that.
We sold something else. We sold some cards. Remember that guy was really weird in the message?
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Please, sir, send me these cards."
He's probably a dungeon master in his group. Like literally, the wording in the message was just intense. And then the thank you message we got after he got the cards was just as intense. So I'm just like, that guy is literally in character 24/7 probably, which is crazy.
I think it sold like $20 for the cards or something, and then this sold for.
Yeah, this guy is the Gravestorm Dracolic figure. He's pretty big though.
I just went off of other people's listings. So
he's like a skeleton.
He's like the main character,
guy.
I think, because he's the biggest one.
And that sold for $22 shipped.
So pretty good. We're gonna make a lot of money when we're done parting this out. We love parting out board games. The problem is most board games are not worth parting out. No. So if you find the good ones that are, and they're not complete, you can make some money. Next
up, we got an Olympus Stylus Epic Zoom
Bolo right here.
35mm point shoot all-weather quartz camera. This is a fancy one because it sold for $100 shipped, guys. 35mm. That is.
These used to sell for like 20 or $30 years ago, and now they've really come up in price. So many years ago, but
this is actually to a repeat buyer too.
Digital cameras do well for us. I saw this one at the estate sale the other day. I knew, I was like, oh shoot, $4. I'm like, done. Even for parts, this goes for like $30-$40. I haven't found one in a minute. But other digital cameras, guys, or 35mm cameras, both digital and 35mm do sell. This is a 35mm, but
that's the one look out for, guys. This is Olympus right
This is Stylus Epic. Stylus Epic is something to look out for. But other ones will sell. Some go for as low as $15-$20. Some as high as hundreds. So you should be looking out for these at garage sales. A lot of times they will need special batteries, which you can order online. It is usually worth the investment to buy them, and that's not where the battery is. That's the where the camera roll goes.
I know, I'm just looking.
She's never seen one of these before. She's so young. anyways, yeah. So look out for these cameras, guys. Definitely a good category to sell in. It's sold within, that one also sold within a couple days.
Yeah. Next up, some of our jewelry display pieces. These are the watch and bracelet pillows, the 3-inch pillows. Two of them for $14 and some change.
Not a whole lot.
Then we got a Life Application Study Bible. This person purchased 2 Bibles, actually. So they purchased this Life Application Study Bible for $17 shipped, and then they came back and bought the NIV Study Bible, the Zondervan one, in leather, sold for $27 and some change.
Which is very cool because then we can ship them together.
There you go, 2 Bibles.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even know they both bought both.
Yep. Last but not least, we got this pair of Reeboks. They're pink CrossFit Nano 2. They're 7.5 size, and those sold for $32 shipped to a eBay International.
I think I paid $5 or less for those. So happy to see those go. So that's all we got. Not a lot of crazy stuff. Dollar amount was, but this is all bread and butter. Bibles you should be looking for. Cameras, digital cameras,
dishware,
Dungeons and Dragons, the name you keep an eye out for. This is probably the one category you may not want to be involved in because of the risk.
Cameron just likes to add a little stress to our life. That's already very stressful.
I think over the years, when you've been doing this for 13 years, 13 now?
Dang.
Yeah, 13. Actually, 14 years. 14. Almost 15 years now.
Going on our 15-year mark?
I am.
We are going on our 15-year. No, we're going on our 10-year mark.
About 15 years for me reselling, and I like to add new, like the vacuums were one of my new things that I
actually, Cameron and I have known each other for 10 years now. We hit our 10-year mark.
That's a couple days ago.
Yeah, on October 26th is the day I sent Cameron the first message on the dating app we were both on. Can you guys believe that? We've known each other for 10 years. If your girl hadn't slid into his DMs, you wouldn't be watching us right now.
You'd be watching me. And it probably would be very efficient clip-wise.
Probably not, considering his original clips. If you guys go all the way back, the stuff was on a bed sheet because he didn't have a lot of room in the room he was using, and so he had him on a purple bed sheet. And then that was his spread. It was super. No,
remember
cute.
It was an end table that I used to take pictures on.
That too, yeah.
There was an end table I pushed up against the wall.
Bedroom end table pushed up against the wall, and he took pictures on that. I don't even know if you have any. Do we have any listings that are still like that?
I don't think so.
We might be out of those ones. Just the other day, we sold an item. No, we didn't. I took one of our items that is from our first apartment where he took pictures on our dining tables, a round dining table. Someone asked about measurements on a jacket that was on that. I was like, dang, we still have this thing. Cameron's like, I don't even know if it's still there. I'm gonna look, but I don't know if it's still there.
But I just kind of list it and forget it on most things, even though I do want to go back. There's a couple of categories I want to go back, books and DVDs, and see I want to go back and delist some stuff. But
unfortunately, price of shipping is just too high. That stuff that's under even a $6 mark.
Yeah, really, anything under $7 really is not worth it anymore for media. Even $7's really not, but you might make a little bit. But if I have an item that's under $6, for sure, it just needs to be delisted because it's just not worth it. So I want to go through and like eliminate all those and just donate them or whatever. But yeah, I think every year I like to add or try something new. So vacuums were one thing I wanted to get into. Golf clubs a long time ago when I started working on the golf course, I learned those and started selling those. Just things that I want to try to get better at. And I think my newest thing is dishware. And I literally look forward to finding it and learning about it, and it just does well. And every time I sell, I'm like, yes.
He's weird. He goes and checks like at Savers, the dish aisle, the forgotten dish aisle that nobody ever
except for Savers overprices them.
Ooh, it's so bad. $4 a plate.
Yeah, I'm like, you should price it for the set. But anyways, it's fun to learn stuff new. Also push it yourself, and then you have a better chance to maybe make some money at different thrift stores. So we'll see you guys in a second with what sells on Wednesday. Back with sales for Wednesday. How did we do?
Good. So you guys know Monday was really good. Tuesday was really bad, but they evened out. And then today we did really good because we came in at just over a goal for 13 sales across 2 of our platforms for $475.
Let's get into it.
First up on Mercari, sold one of our last Nike hoodies. I think there's one. It's in a different bag. But this is one of our last Nike hoodies, boys size large. It's got the logo on it. It's ready to go for them to look cool in a Nike gear. So for $32.99 plus shipping plus fees, ended up costing the person like $57. So they could have gotten a way better deal on eBay, but that's okay. So $32 plus shipping and all that.
We spent $50 on those. We sold at least probably 10 of them. I don't know how many, but quite a bit. So been very profitable. It was a really good deal. Next.
Then we go over to eBay, where we sold a couple of our kids meal toys. There's a lot of 2 Charlotte's Web toys from 2006. Dang. And that pair sold for $12 and some change. Then our church is updating its sound system, so my dad said, hey, we need you to sell all this stuff because it's still in good condition. Somebody else can use it. And this is one of those items. This is a Behringer 31 band stereographic equalizer. Everyone's got one in their home. It's a basic home appliance right there, and that sold for $50 shipped.
Yeah, happy to see that one go. We just listed that one.
Then we got a genuine Verifone AC adapter, sold for $16 shipped.
Not a whole lot. That's a pretty heavy item. So.
Yeah, it is. Then we got this pair of Sonoma Vitalize Ortholite.
Oh, the box got crushed.
Ankle boots. They're women's 7.5. They're very cute, perfect for the winter fall season coming up. Sold for $40 ship. Next up, one of our Funko Pops sold. This is the Funko Pop Deadpool, Ninja Deadpool, number 785. It's a Marvel exclusive, and that one sold for $18.5 shipped, going eBay International. Then, car parts. This is a Chevy Silverado Sierra push pin retainers. I think there's like 10 or 15 in that bag, and that sold for $19 shipped.
Very nice.
Then another one of our chess pieces sold, the decanters. You guys haven't seen these in a minute. This is a vintage 1960s chess piece, Old Crow Light Bishop Chessman. When they did this set, there is two sets. One in this dark forest green and one in that mustard yellow. And you can collect the whole set or complete yours. And
ours don't have any alcohol in them.
They are empty.
We've gotten many questions if they're full.
Yeah.
Many
sad.
people wanted to know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your Christmas gift will be empty. And that sold for $35 shipped.
It's taking a while to sell them all. The best pieces were like the knights, and like the king and the queen, I think, have sold. The rook, I think, sold.
The castle.
That's the rook, yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yes, the rook.
I don't play chess.
The pawns and the bishops and stuff have been a little bit slower. It probably would have been better to sell it as a whole set, or at least like a whole set of the light side and a whole set of the dark side.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that, and this
and you would have to find a buyer to want the whole thing.
Yeah, so I paid a lot of money for all that with a bunch of other stuff long ago. We've already made our money back. We're just trying to sell off the rest of what we have, make some money, and move on. We only have a few left.
Close. So if you want one, let us know.
Yes.
Merry Christmas to you. Next up, we got a Panasonic Blue Line. It's a 4-head Omnivision VCR VHS player recorder. It is for parts or repair because it don't work. And it sold for $38 shipped to a repeat buyer.
Only reason this one, this is a very good selling Panasonic. A lot of the VCRs you won't sell for parts. They won't be worth it. This one is worth pretty good money, and that's why it's sold for parts. So.
Then Titus seasons 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. Never seen it before. Looks like a knockoff kind of vibe, just based on the picture on the front. Looks like your mom made your home video, and that one did sell for $60 shipped, guys. So Titus, look out for this blonde hair guy from the 90s. And yeah, that's a good one to look out for.
$2, $1 for each. I've never seen it before. I sell a lot of media stuff. I look through DVDs all the time, and I've never seen Titus before. So
crazy. That
was one that caught my eye, and it was definitely worth it.
Then this is a cool one. This is a vintage Mendel, M-E-N-D-E-L, Cincinnati hard case tweed suitcase.
You might be able to see Mendel right there.
It is definitely a vintage piece right there. It does have the locks on it. It's this velvet on the inside, and the velvet is actually very nice still. Even the pockets are not, they're not too stretched out. The elastic in them is still pretty good.
It has a lock. We don't have the key.
No key.
It's right now. It's unlocked. I mean, like you can clip it, but it'll like clip. We don't have like a key to lock it.
It doesn't lock. Like you can push it on there, and then you can push it back, and it opens.
It's definitely worn. It's definitely worn.
Yeah, it's definitely a vintage piece. Somebody's gonna add to their collection or create a new vintage look in their area. But that one did sell for $81 shipped.
Where is it going?
North Carolina.
The crazy thing about this was I bought this for a bunch of patterns and craft stuff that was in here for $10, and the suitcase was just the storage mechanism. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool case. So I listed it, and I think I made just as much money probably on the case as I did on all the other stuff.
There we go.
So you never know.
2 in 1.
But it definitely is a cool piece. I'm glad I did list it because this is something, even if I don't make a ton, I'm hoping someone can put this to good use because it is very cool. The inside looks nice. It's definitely something unique.
It's cute. Then Quantum Break for Xbox One sold for $13 and some change. Literally a penny. Then, last but not least, Time Out by Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck Quartet of the 50th anniversary. Sold for 17 and some change.
That's all we got, guys. Kind of a good mix here. Good that we made our goal. We have a pretty nice band shirt that's at auction right now, so hopefully that will show up in the next video. It could go pretty high, so that's from our rock and roll buy. So that should end. It's at auction. Hopefully I have more to show you tomorrow as well. Back with sales for Thursday. Tori's here with us again.
She is.
A little monster at nighttime these days. Yes. She's not feeling that well. So
no, Tori and I have been through it. So far, Cameron has not gotten like a little. She got a little bit of like the sneezes the other day, but Noah and Zane both went through like a little bit of a sore throat, but they are good. But Tori and I are still in the deep of it, so we're hoping we get better, though, right? Huh? Part of our last segment when we talked about the Wednesday, we talked about a special shirt that was going to be an auction, and we were just waiting for it. Last night, Cameron was literally counting down the minutes, going, "Okay, we have 3 minutes left. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. If somebody doesn't, bid on this, I'm gonna be so upset."
No, because we had 35 watchers. We had 2 bids at 103, and a guy was asking us a bunch of questions that day. I was like, "Man, if this doesn't sell, this is gonna be crazy." Like with more bids, yeah. But it did.
It did. This is the Smiths music t-shirt. The Smiths is from the 90s. It's a vintage t-shirt, size extra large. Somebody said it's a European band. At least that's what the guy said that was messaging, asking questions about it.
And it's a wide shirt. It's like extra large, but it's kind of for someone who wouldn't have a big waist. A long waist.
Yeah.
They probably have a big waist, bigger waist, but a long waist.
And that one did sell for $200 shipped for one. We're not on that yet. For one t-shirt.
That was pretty good. We're happy about that. Let's get into the next item, which is not as good, but still cool.
Resident Evil 3 for PS4, sold for $18.50. Yes. Then one of our music DVDs. This is Portnoy, Sheehan, McAlpine, Sharinian, all live in Tokyo for 12 and some change. Yeah. Then this is a weird one. This is a 7-pack of Slum Village stickers. It's a Detroit Deli. They're like hip hop stickers, and that one, the 7-pack did sell for 12 and some change.
They came in a big thing. We got all those tickets and different kinds of weird music stuff and tickets from concerts and sporting events. Those were all in there too.
There you go. Then we got this pair of Doc Martens. They're a kid's size 3 youth. They're black with glitter, and those sold for $25.50 shipped. Yeah. Then this is an old pair of pants. This is a new tagged pair of Raw X vintage inspired camo pants. They're maroon, black, and a very dark gray and a light mauve in there. So for $35 shipped.
Those have had those for a while. I think I spent like $5 at a garage. So
I know I've moved them quite a few times in the boxes trying to find other items. So
happy to see those go.
Then Cameron picked up an LGB train. This is the number 1000 train. This is a set of 8 straight tracks. They're the brass ones for a G scale train.
Here's what they look like. There's also 7 more of them here. I bought the train. The end is called the LGB Big Train, but it comes with the what's it called? What are you looking for?
I was just seeing if there's a way to tell.
Right there, the number 100.
So it's inside. I know it's gonna be a little bit. It's inside of in the thingies. This is where you can see what kind of track it is.
G scale is by the size, but 1000 is a straight track. 1100, I believe, is the curved track. So they're pretty usually easy to figure out. Hold on, Troy. And I spent $70 on the whole train. She was a reseller, and she said, "Oh, I sold a bunch of this train stuff before, and I just don't want to do anymore. I'm done reselling." And she wanted $80, 80 or $70. I don't remember. I paid whatever it was. And we had the big train. It was only missing the transformer, and some of the figures were damaged, but we already sold this first set of track out of there
for $50 shipped.
So we'll probably end up selling, I would say, around $300 in sales. So for our $80, it'll be pretty good. We'll make some money. Would have liked to get a little bit cheaper, but she knew what she had. So
yeah. Then another $1,200 tool buy, another Snap-on primary cartridge. This is a domestic GMC Chevrolet one, sold for $25 shipped. Yes. Then we got a huge lot of a miniature dollhouse, 1/12 scale wooden furniture. There is all kinds of pieces. There's a cute little cart hand truck. There's even like there's barrels, there's little spring horse, there's carriages, there's beds, there's sinks, there's chairs, there's everything you can possibly use.
It's not like a complete set. It's all different kinds of sets. Some of them Be careful, Tori. Some of them are marked. Some of them have no markings. They might be hand done. There might be pieces with damage, scuffs, marks. It's kind of a as-is lot of all the dollhouse stuff we bought. We spent, how much did I spend on that?
That was 200.
Yeah, 200 I think. It was 200 I think. Spent 200. We've already sold one set for 150, one little blue set, and we have the white set to sell. Plus we sold some other little pieces out of there, and there's more to go. But this is kind of like the junk or the, you know, oddball stuff, and this lot sold for
$80 shipped.
So I'm happy just to see it get out of here. We still have a bunch more stuff to sell too. So.
Yep. Then last but not least, Snoop Dogg presents Doggy Style All Stars Welcome to the House CD. Sold for 10 and some change. Picked it up at Angel View.
That one was actually $2. We're not going to make a ton on that one. I bought them all. I didn't scan all the wrap CDs that day. I just grabbed the whole pile of them and made a bunch of little lots, and that one sold separately. So Tori wanted to show you this.
Tori's going through all the pieces.
She's really liked the dollhouse stuff the past few months when it was out here. She was going through it and like setting up little stuff and everything. So she's a little disappointed that it sold.
Yes.
But that's all we got. It's been a pretty good sales week for us this week. We have one day that was below goal, but the rest were. Our little Tori's sick, Mommy's sick. Hopefully everyone will be better because I want to go garage selling Saturday.
Yeah, and Mommy's not going to sit at home with these 3 munchkins by herself.
I've been looking forward to garage selling. I need to go. I want to go out there and find some stuff. So I hope everybody gets better. Pray for us. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Say bye.
Put your tongue out. Put your tongue in. And her hair's all messy because she's been crazy in the garage. She needs to go to bed.